What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video, getting ready to call this Laker-Pacer game, which is why I got the Lakers shirt on. So recording this on Friday night. You'll see it as you're seeing it now on Saturday morning. But I came across pretty interesting, it's not really an article, but I came across something pretty interesting that I figure a lot of Giants fans, maybe you know about it, maybe you don't know about it, but I always love to hear your opinion because you know how the media, how the other fan bases, and how Las Vegas and everybody loves to disrespect the Giants. Well, it's no different here. Las Vegas has the Giants having the longest odds to win the NFC East. The longest odds. From what I looked at, the Giants were plus 600. Washington was plus 550. Very interesting how Washington and the Giants are way at the bottom, and it's not close. 550 plus 550 for Washington, plus 600 for the Giants. Plus 260 for Philadelphia. A team that was 4-12 last year has the same damn team and is in cap hell. And all Roseman keeps doing is backload the contracts, restructure, push it back, push it back. You have to pay it eventually, but keep pushing it back. But they're plus 260. And then Dallas, they must be God, minus 125. They re-signed Dak to give Dak all that money, and now Dallas can't miss. This is a division that was really poor, to say the least, last year. Again, the Eagles didn't improve anything. What have the Eagles even done to get those odds now? They haven't signed any free agents yet, and they haven't had their draft. All they did was get rid of their quarterback in Carson Wentz. How could that possibly make them better? But regardless, Vegas has them there, and the same thing with Dallas. What does Dallas got? Okay, Dak's coming back. Whoopity-doo! Who cares? None of these teams are any good. They all have a ton of holes to fill. None of them have a lot of cap space. And they all have their own problems. The Giants have no receivers. We know that. Giants' offensive line is inexperienced and didn't play very well last year. And our quarterback's a big question mark. We get it. But we were 6-10 last year. Played one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. And we're 4-2 against the other teams in this division. Now, again, these odds are out there now before any team has made a move except for we cut Zeitler, we cut Cody, like we did that stuff. So I guess Kevin Zeitler dropped the odds that much. Kevin Zeitler means that much. Kevin Zeitler's a good player, but come on, man. Give me a break. I mean, really. None of these teams have drafted. None of these teams have signed free agents. So, I mean, the Giants brought Leonard Williams back. But, I mean, like I'm saying, these are the same players. So why do the Giants have the longest odds in this division? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And if they did have the longest odds, you would think they'd be a little bit closer. You would think all these teams would have pretty much the same odds. Dallas being the favorite, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with Dallas being the favorite because in my estimation, Dallas on paper is probably the most talented team in this division. I'm not going to argue that. That's fine. You can make them the favorite. But let's not make them the overwhelming favorite. They still have zero defense. None. And when you give Dak all that money, where are you going to get the defense from? You better hope you draft defense. And you better hope whoever you draft, if it's Pat Surtain or whatever, you better hope that they pan out. But why are they so favored? Why are the Eagles plus 260? That just blows my mind. How the media just loves those two teams. And here's Washington. Okay, I get that their quarterback situation's a little screwed up. I understand that. They really don't have a quarterback. Alex Smith is gone. They're going into the season with Heineke and Kyle Allen. I understand that. Okay, I get it. Okay, the quarterback situation there is a mess. But defensively, they're probably the best team in this division. Terry McLaurin's a damn good receiver. But I get it. Washington's got a big question mark at quarterback. And you could say the Giants have a question mark at quarterback too because Daniel Jones, like it or not, regressed his second year. Had 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It doesn't matter how you spin it, which way you want to spin it, what excuse you want to make. Daniel Jones went backwards year two. He did. Okay? So I get it. Again, all teams have questions. Do you really think Jalen Hurts is the guy? Jalen Hurts played, 4 games for the Eagles? Got pulled in the last game? He had like 120 yards passing against Washington, 2 turnovers in 3 quarters. He wasn't playing well. Yeah, he gave him a better chance to win than Sudfeld that game, but give me a break. Once teams have film on Jalen Hurts, he stunk. And let's be honest. So yeah, Dak is the best quarterback in the division going into 2021. Their defense stinks. Philadelphia's team is god-awful. They got no cap space whatsoever. Washington's got a huge question at quarterback. Their defense is better than the Giants. Yeah, we have no receiver. We don't know what Saquon Barkley is going to be coming off the injury. Our offensive line's experience, and Daniel Jones is questionable. But our defense was damn good, and it's only going to get better. And again, none of these teams have drafted and none of these teams have signed free agents. Where they get these odds from is beyond me. It just doesn't make sense. The media, they just love to bash the Giants. It doesn't matter what the Giants do. And it's funny because the Jets are no good. The Jets haven't been good. And maybe it's because I don't pay attention to the Jets so much. I don't notice that the media gets on their case, but it doesn't seem like the media ever really gets on the Jets the way they do the Giants. Now, I don't know if it's because the Jets have been bad my entire life. I mean, the Jets haven't won a Super Bowl in 52 years. Now, I'm not knocking the Jets. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it might sound like I'm knocking the Jets. I'm not. I'm just saying, maybe it's because they haven't won a Super Bowl since Joe Namath, that maybe the media, maybe they just kind of expect them to be nothing. And the fact that the Giants, have won a couple of Super Bowls here in the last 15 years, and they had some previous success even before that, and they were pretty my whole life, from 1984 to 2012, that team was extremely competitive. And I've been watching the Giants since 84, so for the first 28 years, they might have a year or two where they didn't make the playoffs, but then the third year, they were right back in there. So they never really went this, they would never went this long of being a really bad team. So maybe that's why the media gets on the Giants. Maybe they expect more out of the Giants than they do the Jets. I don't know. But I find this extremely amusing and extremely interesting. And I don't understand why, like I said, the Giants and Washington are so far down. You want to make the Giants last or the longest odds? Fine. Make them the longest odds. You want to make Dallas minus 125? Fine. Make them minus 125. Make the Giants like plus 150 or plus 200. Make Washington about the same. You can make the Eagles about plus 400. The Eagles are no good. I don't understand where people think the Eagles are going to be good. Because somebody tell me, besides an Eagle fan, I want an outside observer to tell me why Philadelphia is going to be better this year. Again, a team that was 4-12, a team that got rid of their number 2 overall pick and Carson Wentz, a team that has zero cap space and continues to push it back. And of course, Eagle fans don't understand the cap whatsoever, so they think Howie Roseman's doing a bang-up job. And all he's doing is put him in cap hell farther down the line, which is why they were in the situation that they were in this year. Even without the cap going backwards, they were going to be above the cap. Every other team suffered because it went backwards. Okay? The Eagles are going to be in bad cap situation anyway. So they're not good. They were 4-12. They were last in this division. And that team didn't get any better. Dallas is getting Dak Prescott back. And their defense didn't get any better yet. Washington, again, they got no quarterback, and the Giants got question marks. But every team in this division has question marks. None of these teams in this division are going to win 11 games, 12 games. It's not going to happen. And again, I think that they're all pretty equal. So why the Giants are plus 600 and Dallas is minus 125 blows my mind. But that's all I got in this video. I found it interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do the Giants deserve to be disrespected like that, Giants fans? Are they really that bad? Or is Vegas just giving us the old Scroogey as they always do? Let me know what you think. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's a bad day, you dizzle. I'm out. Peace.